Итак, всем привет, дорогие друзья. Мы начинаем дальше проходить игру Grim Fandango remastered. И это у нас уже будет 15-я серия, так что... Вот мы, значит, сюда прибыли, и надо попасть на корабль, вот на этот, получается. И давайте пройдем направо тогда. Вон там я что-то вижу есть. Надо проверить. Побежали Мэнни. Подожди. Да, этот кальмар, он прям палит. Вот куда бы я шел, вот у него прям голова поворачивается. Опасно. А, да, вот. Так, это что такое?
Hey, I've got more important things on my mind than jewel thievery. Not. Ugh. Watch those hands, clams.
Слизняки? Понятно.
I can't get anywhere near the sub while that monster's guarding it. There's no talking to octopuses.
Hey, hands off! Nothing inside Chapito's personal bubble but Chapito. Hey, lay off!
И его поймали?
Hey, lay off! Hey, where are you going? You can't
Вы не можете оставить меня здесь. Одного, вернитесь. Короче, его поймали. Оп, забрались. То есть это осьминог управляет этой подлодкой? Ясно. Нет ничего, кроме края. Прикольно, прям на обрыве так. Это что? А, вот мы приплыли.
Don't ask, carnal, cause I don't know.
Ну да, я тоже не знаю. И... А, все. А то он что до этого ходить не мог. Ну, пошлите вперед в эту дверь. Куда еще-то?
Gladys, I'm gonna sneak inside and look for Mitchie.
What if that octopus comes back while you're gone?
Poke him in the eye and steal his sub.
Stupid octopus.
Осьминог. Так, здесь куда? Вот в эту дверь, наверное. Закрыто, да? Куда же тогда? Походу сюда. Ой, это Митчи.
Manny, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know. By the way, thanks for that bottle of champagne you sent me. It really hit the spot.
You were headed for a trap. I was trying to warn you. Domino was using me like bait. I didn't want you to end up a prisoner here like me.
Prisoner? Where's your cell? Or are you just sharing a bunk with the warden?
If that's what you think of me, then why did you come here?
Because this is where he belongs. Here, working for me. I knew you'd come around eventually. Right or wrong, Manuel Calavera is always with the winning team, right, Manny? That's why you're here now.
I'm getting off this rock, and I'm taking all of these people with me.
Manny, there's no way off this island. I'm afraid you're stuck here in my little executive training program. See, I need you to take my place here, kid. I've got to get back to the city where the action is.
Sorry, Manny, but I had to come in. My skin was getting all pruny.
Him, I don't need.
I'm gonna grind you to powder for that, cabrón.
Maybe later. But for now, let me just show you your new office.
О, мы не втащили. А это что за мелкие какие-то? Так, надо подойти и спросить. Ой, бедный Мэнни получил по щам. Да что ты там все говоришь, Мэнни? Хватит разговаривать.
Hola, angelitos.
Привет.
I'll bite you, I swear to God! Please don't bite anyone else, Pugsy. That's why they put us in the cage in the first place.
Why do you want to bite me?
You're the mean new boss. Mr. Hurley said you were meaner than him. He said you had a bone saw.
Да. Так, укусишь меня, так, это понятно. Меня зовут Мэнни Калаверу. Калавера, так.
What are you two doing in this cage?
Making light
Делаем
bulbs.
лампочки.
Look, we're working as hard as we can. Why don't you leave us alone?
Listen, children, I'm here to help.
There's really not much more room in here. Your hands are too big to make light bulbs.
My name is Mэнni Kalaveru. What's yours?
Mr. Hurley told us about you. You're the one who tricked Meche. Poor Meche.
Да. Я никого не обманывал.
Trick anybody?
Mr. Hurley said he was supposed to take care of Meche, but you stole her case from him. Is that true?
Да, Мечи мой друг. Вы можете спросить ее.
She talked about you before. Every time she says your name, she looks so sad. I don't know what you did to her, but you're gonna be sorry.
Да, что-то не так. Так, я здесь, чтобы помочь вам выбраться из этой
I'm
клетки.
here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Meche. She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs.
Then why don't you help?
I'm in the Maritime Union. We can't do factory work.
I don't know what those words mean. It means he doesn't want to help us because he's mean.
Так, у меня просто нет.
I just don't have any of those little tiny tools, that's all.
Here, take my hammer.
Let me see if I can explain this whole thing to you. You see, I had this job, selling travel packages to immigrant souls. If I sold enough of them, I got to leave the land of the dead. Now, I was in a slump, and I really needed a fat commission, so...
You're a bad man. Go away, bad man. Yeah, go away.
You know, I really do want to help.
Then why don't you?
On second thought, maybe I don't.
We don't want to either, but we don't have a choice.
Ой, так, ладно.
Okay, back to work.
So mean.
Такой плохой. Так, Мэнни, подбери этот молоток. Может, он еще нам понадобится. Что у нас вообще есть в инвентаре? Молоток, коса. Ну все.
This is the tiniest little hammer I've ever seen.
Да, и какой-то он странный. Он... Да, какой-то острый с двух углов. Так. Что у нас здесь? Обратно туда можешь сходить к Миче. Она там? Да, она здесь.
It's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
It's empty.
Our type of business... They're ruined. This was my best hair.
Мэнни.
You try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
Так, тебе многое нужно объяснить. Я собираюсь раздобыть для нас корабль.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Me? About what?
Так, зачем ты оглушила меня бутылкой
Why did you take
шампанского?
me out with that champagne bottle?
I told you to stop you from falling into Domino's trap. If you had made it on that ship, then you would have ended up...
Here?
Yes.
Why are those children locked up in a cage?
With the wings those angelitos have, they're the only things on this island Domino can't control.
So why did you run out of my office?
I felt so embarrassed, and you looked so disappointed in me. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Why are you working for Domino?
I do what he asks only to protect the children.
Then what were you doing that whole year I was in Ubakawa?
I was lost.
What did you...
I don't want to talk about that year, please.
Has Domino hurt you in any way?
Not as much as I've hurt him. Boy, can that guy take a punch.
Да, отлично, так. Хорошо.
Hey, if they can fly, let's set the kids free to go get help.
They can't fly that far, Manny. But they can fly circles around Domino, and they can bite pretty hard.
Okay, I'll lay off the questions.
Great. Now if we could get you to just lay off the cologne.
Hey, I'm a sailor now. We have to wear this stuff. Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
Дай мне свою пушку.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Так, подождите. Да, Мэнни, хватит курить.
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I don't work for the most heavily armed organization anywhere.
You know, you're right. There are those rumors of that Revolutionary Army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Блин, ну у Мэнни реально нет пухи. Про какое оно говорит оружие? Ну ладно, у него кроме этого молотка нет, но навряд ли это оружие.
Good enough for me.
What is?
Oh,
Это Мэнни там ее
the speed at
колготки?
which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Так, это что, Домино в наушниках кто-то?
Domino. Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Так, а почему ты просто не простишь меня? Да, например.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapalo?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
Так, ты с Гектором создали тайное убежище, чтобы производить лампочки?
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh, no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
Да.
You stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
I knew it. You were getting all the good clients.
I handled them all, except for Mercedes, who you hijacked for me in that ridiculous hot rod, which I saw, by the way, last time I was in Rubikova. I tell you, Manny, hot rods like that just don't look safe to me.
Да, так.
So it wasn't my fault Mecha didn't get a ticket. You stole it.
Well, it's your fault she ended up in the forest instead of coming here right away, but I fixed that.
Так, я забираю меч из этой темницы.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
One ticket for you, one for Hector. How many more do you need?
Oh, Manny, we never touch the product ourselves. We sell a ticket to unfortunate souls, unable to lead moral lives because of the crippling amount of cash they were born into.
Так, понятно. Почему ты решил, что я буду на тебя работать?
What makes you think I'm gonna work for you?
Well, there's not much to do on this island if you don't work, take it from me. And think about it. Once I'm gone, it will be just you and Meche alone on this deserted island. Don't tell me that prospect doesn't appeal to you.
Да, смотрите, то есть вообще получается, что... Значит, они крали билеты, но и так это было понятно. Так, а вы можете просто взять билеты и уехать сегодня же.
But you could just take the tickets and leave today.
We found a way to make the land of the dead livable. Why would we want to leave?
Нет, мил остров я не планирую. Так, как ты можешь держать? Я даже не знаю как.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Так, я не планирую надолго оседать на этом острове.
I don't plan to be on this island for very long.
Manny, I have all the guns.
Весь транспорт, все оружие у него.
Да
именно, короче, вообще,
What are you gonna do?
типа, жесткий босс, так.
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Да, в общем, с Домино все понятно. Не знаю, может Мэнни пойти поискать? Он, по сути, под водой или... Даже не знаю.
Sir,
Да.
do you have an appointment?
Нет,
I'm going.
I don't pug you.
Well,
не сюда. Вот, на этом лифте, он же под воду вроде как ведет. Посмотрим, что там. Потому что здесь я уже все посмотрел. Тут всего 2 комнаты получается. Туда можно? Так, ладно. Посмотрим тогда, что здесь. Ой, здесь этот работает. С кем мы там под водой встретились.
Ooh, to the moon.
Geppetto!
Huh? Who? Oh, you, is it? Why, I oughta... Look at my eyebrows.
Так, расслабься, мы скоро отсюда свалим.
Relax, we're busting out of here soon.
We are done traveling together. I work solo, my friend, and I walk alone.
Nice drill.
Drill? This here is a cordless, high-speed reciprocating chisel. And look, it's a bust-all. They usually don't give these to the new guys.
How'd you get a bus stop?
I'm connected, plugged in, and I had some booty to trade. Trade's the name of the game out here on the Big Reef.
Ценные вещи, где ты их достал, да, где?
Booty? Where'd you get booty?
It's all over the ocean floor. Jewelry, precious coins. You people and your fancy boats never know about it, 'cause you just never stop and look.
Give me some booty and I'll buy our way out of here.
I traded it all for this beauty.
You traded jewelry and precious coins for a power tool?
It's a bust-all.
I want to trade something.
Well, you came to the right place, sonny. What you be needing?
Давайте оружие.
A gun.
Ooh, that's gonna cost some. What do you got on you?
Так, ну давайте, например, мой свитер.
My turtleneck.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. Acrylic?
No, it's all natural.
Oh, too bad. Natural fibers are so uncomfortable underwater.
I know.
When you got something worth trading, come see old Geppetto. He'll do you right.
Что ему еще что-нибудь предложить?
Geppetto!
Huh? What?
А, то есть нельзя этого выбрать.
Powered for you.
Overpowered?
Так, тогда все ясно.
Overpowered Geppetto.
If you say
Как
so.
скажешь.
Well, I got a long day of reef wrecking ahead of me, so
Please, bust away.
Да он уже приступил.
I don't know how I get down there without this current taking
Не
me
знаю,
over
как
the
мне
edge.
спуститься туда, мы не знаем.
Uh-oh.
Мэнни. Мэнни, ты что делаешь? Я им даже управлять не мог. Нифига себе. Вот, так тут же Глотис. Вот он. Мэнни, давай.
Glottis! You're okay.
well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen. I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not.
Так, ну все понятно. Ну что, ребят, давайте тогда здесь остановимся. Так что ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал и всем удачи, всем пока.